All right. Hi there. Thank you for joining me. I'm Tish with Star Love Healing. If you are watching, then you are watching for the North Node in Capricorn reading for mid-September. So, although that is when I am actually doing this reading, all my messages are timeless. So when you see this is when you're meant to see this. And if you are unaware of what your North Node is and you happened on this video, then please go find out what your North Node is. Cafe Astrology has really accurate readings for your birth chart, so go there maybe and find out what your North Node is, and then come back and watch what North Node, or watch for that North Node. Because I read for North Node placements because I view your destiny, your soul mission, your soul path, and your soul's calling, which is your North Node, as one of the most important, that's probably to me your most important birth chart placement, because that is what your soul is calling to do in this lifetime. So for me, I feel like reading for that is so much more powerful than your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. Because usually if you're coming to tarot for guidance and understanding, then you're wanting to understand where you should be moving toward. And your North Node is that. It's where you're guiding. It's like literally the arrow for your whole entire life. So the sooner you can understand your North Node, the sooner you can be in bliss and have do lessons that are for you and maybe not so much counterproductive. So, all right. So with that little backstory, you are. I'm going to shuffle this, and you are Capricorn. So when I was researching this and understanding it, it was pretty cool, because if you're North Node Capricorn, then you're South Node Cancer, and that means that you were super intuitive in your past life. You've mastered it. You understand being in the flow and having, not so much self-sustaining, but kind of, but within family dynamic. You felt the supportiveness of family. When you come into North Node Capricorn, you can fall back into that energy very easily. It's comfortable there. But it's not where you're going to grow, and it's not where you're going to have soul satisfaction. You are meant to be here to, what it literally said was, become an adult. I thought that was great. It was basically saying North Node Capricorns need to find and bring in that intuitiveness that they got from South Node and bring it into reality, pretty much. You need to actually make movement in actual real 3D life experiences. Know your, take responsibility, and have a 3D purpose, like career. And so that is what your purpose is. Your destiny is to bring in that energy into your life. So North Node is always explained as uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable feeling, but when you get to it and you start working towards it, that's where you actually see growth and you feel accomplished. So it's not going to be easy, but becoming an adult is your destiny. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So your card from the Archangel Metatron's Self-Mastery Oracle is letting go. It is a fall leaf, meaning a transition, that you're in a transition period, like a season is changing. So there is a big time for release right now. Okay, let's read it. And it's number 4. All right, card number 4 links to the planet Uranus. and the nature of change and adapting to unexpected events. Its influence helps support whatever you're going through right now, or it may be that you somehow sense a change in the air. You feel that change is coming soon. Letting go is appropriate for you now. You are asked, why do you hold on so tight and so hard to someone or something that has had its time? Look at your hands. Are they clenched? Is your breath shallow and your body tight from you trying so hard and persevering for so long? You may have been trying to control or change something that wasn't meant to adapt or to be a part of the next stage of your life. Instead, look to yourself and what is vibrationally right for you now. Learn to be flexible, yielding, and able to let go. The time is now here. The time is now here. Letting go may also apply to mindset, behaviors, or addictions. Truly anything that makes you feel heavy and troubled that is not serving you. Your attention is brought to this now. Archangel Metatron is here to help you realize that change happens all around us every day, and that nothing can ever stay the same. There is a time and a season for everything. Maybe you have enjoyed or savored what you are now being asked to let go of. Know that there is a reason for every experience we have in life. Every person we meet, we grow and learn from it all. Like the tree that knows when a new season approaches, you are asked to prepare now for change that is coming. Nature is our best teacher. The leaves that fall from the tree know that this happens to protect the life force of the tree, so that new buds can appear again. After the leaves have been fertilized back into the soil, nothing is lost, nothing is wasted. It's nature's way and our way of recycling and renewing for the next period of growth that wants to appear. Know, too, that letting go can be gentle like a soft breeze answering your soul's calling to adapt and move on. Or it can be more forced, like a storm that appears that wasn't prepared for and seems needlessly harsh. Let go with grace, gentleness. Do what you already know you have to, but realize that you are not being asked to do it alone. Archangel Metatron is with you, supporting you. Also be aware of the bountiful gifts that await in your future when you close this door so another can open. Choosing this card may also imply that you are being carried by Archangel Metatron through a period of grief. Maybe you have lost a loved one, a person dear to you, or a pet. Maybe a change of circumstance has left you bereft, a relationship breakup, or an empty nest. Know that the angels are with you now, bringing comfort and watching over you from afar. Be brave, breathe deep, and let go of what no longer serves you today. That's a very powerful message, but I hope you felt every second of comfort within it. Because I did. It was like a cradle. I'm hearing that nursery rhyme. The cradle will drop. Oh gosh, I don't know that nursery rhyme. Hopefully you do. If you do, please put it in the comments so someone else will actually understand it too. Something, the cradle will drop, but it's like a comforting drop. I just see a feather just floating down with you in it. Oh, geez, the leaf falling from the tree. That's what I'm seeing. Oh, wow. Have you ever watched a leaf fall? It's got such a delicate beauty to it, and yet it's dead. You know, it's gone. It's moved on. It's not, but it's not. it's got purpose when it goes into the soil. That tree is self-sustaining, right? Down to the soil, back through up the tree trunk to the sprout again. Oh. Okay. God, that was just so beautiful. I don't even know if we need anything else, really. Okay. So this is my self-created portal power oracle. So I want to ask how maybe we can have more clarity on this, or how we're seeing this come through, or how we can move forward. Come on. Thank you. Pledge yourself to another for eternity. Sacred vows. And two become one. But I think in this moment there is maybe the opposite energy of this, where maybe there is a breaking of two into individuals. But understand, this still just goes in along the line of that whole entire message, which is yes, you can pledge yourself to another for eternity. But if that person needs to do something karmically or energetically for their soul, and you love them, you need to let them go so they can do that. Because there must be some reason. If there's a reason to be letting go, then there is something that other dynamic, that other person needs to do without you. And that's the only way they can accomplish it. And if you truly love them, then you'll find in your soul somehow, some way to let them free to go do. And in turn, there's something you have to do without them as well. You can't see it yet, but the divine, the universe does. That's why they're orchestrating this, because you are moving into a new phase where you cannot bring everybody with you. And this speaks upon a lot of people who are in ascension. When you are moving through and you are ascending into another higher level of light being, light worker, you've done a lot of healing and a lot of work for yourself, on yourself. And with that comes sometimes having to leave behind things that you have outgrown and you no longer vibrate with. That does not mean that they are less than or you are more than. It just means that right now there is a path that is separating. That does not mean that you will never not be on that path again with that person. But right now, you two have two different lessons that need to be learned, and it is not together. So, if you love yourself, which is self-love, and you love that person, because you do, if it hurts, if there's this pain that was described in that, if there is that pain inside or that fear of letting go, then that means you love them. But if you did love them, then you truly and unconditionally, that's the key, unconditionally, then you will let them go with gentleness in your heart, and you will hold yourself with gentleness as well during this process. So, this is the only card that came out, and it was Pluto, the Great Revealer. And under the bottom of the deck was Twin Flames. Oh, goodness, guys, that is sacred vows for eternity. Eternity and beyond, as Buzz Lightyear would say. Twin flames are eternal. No matter what dimension, what universe, what, oh my God, it doesn't matter where in the existence of all existence they are, they will always be linked together. There's always a string, energetic string, that will never be tethered. Never. So, but sometimes you have to let them go. You do. And understand that separation is not reality. Separation is an illusion. But this is total transformation. Heed the call, renewal, surrender, awakening, rebirth, clean slate, fundamental changes, clearing and purging. If you do find yourself as a sacred, divine